Hello amazing viewers, good day to you all. Welcome to my channel. Ahead of the November election in Anambra State, it's just next month, a couple of weeks to come. So much has been happening when it comes to campaign, and I tell you the truth that it's quite embarrassing that campaign has turned to a place of a ground of insult and so many other stuff, rather than a place where you are supposed to tell the people what you are supposed to deliver. And I say so far so good. I think with what I've seen, the Labour person is trying. Though some people are saying he's not doing his campaign enough. And Peter Obi has actually thrown support to this person. I don't know. I want to believe that Peter Obi understands the person's, character and quality. Maybe that's why he's throwing support to the person, because I wouldn't want a situation where somebody will come under the umbrella of the Labour Party, or even the ADC, because Peter Obi is part of the coalition or a member of the Labour Party, and then you ride on that wing, you find yourself in power, and then you begin to misbehave. I do want to believe that, Peter Obi must know, the person called, George Moghalu very well. Now, ahead of this election, the Obedient movement has issued warning to INEC. Well, coincidentally, it's going to be the duty of the new sworn in, I've been awaiting, I appointed INEC chairperson. That's the person of JOASH. So I await to see if he's really going to do what he's supposed to do in the right way. But the Obedient movement has issued a statement to this effect, calling for the needful to be done. So I'm going to read what the media reported. For that, let me first of all show us this video where NANS has come out to dissociate itself, from the protest that is to take place for the harsh free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu on Monday.
Protest by Shogure and his associates. Call on all parents and guardians to caution their children against being used by selfish politicians. Distinguished member of the press, respected stakeholder in the education sector, fellow Nigerian students, ladies and gentlemen. The leadership of National Association of Nigerian Students has called this press conference to address and clarify the misleading, malicious narrative currently circulating on social media platforms. The narrative falsely claimed that NANS is planning to organize or participate in so-called Free Nnamdi Kanu protest slated for October 20th. We wish to state categorically and unequivocally that NANS is not and will not be part of any protest organized or influenced by Omoyele Shogure or any other political motivated group or individual. The entire claim is false, mysterious, and designed to drag the name of our noble association into political controversies that do not align with our mandate as a student body. As the umbrella body representing all Nigerian students, both home and abroad, NANS believes strongly in the role of law, due process, and peaceful engagement. We understand the matter concerning Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a legal issue currently before a competent court of law, and it would therefore be inappropriate, unlawful, and irresponsible for NANS to take a partisan position or mobilize any form of protest on the matter before the judiciary. Whatever Mr. Shogure and his group are planning or doing is for their own political interest and has absolutely nothing to do with NANS. We advise him and his co-traveler to stop using the name of NANS to give credibility to their political driving agenda. Our focus as a responsible student organization remains on education, youth development, peace, and national unity, not partisan agitation. We therefore call on parents and guardians across the country to warn their children and warn not to be deceived or lured into joining any protest sponsored by greedy and self-serving politicians who do not mean well for the nation or the student community. This individual exploits the vulnerability and energy of young people for personal gain while abandoning them when crisis erupts. We also urge the general public, the media, and the security agency to disregard any publication or message claiming that NANS is mobilizing for a protest related to Nnamdi Kanu or any other political motivated cause. Our focus is on constructive engagement peaceful education advocacy, and developmental initiatives that will contribute meaningfully to the progress of our education system and the future of Nigerian youth. In conclusion, NANS remains a united, law-abiding and patriotic association committed to this peace, progress, and prosperity of Nigeria. We will continue to champion the interests of the students through dialogue.
But on a more serious note, let me just drift a little. The people I see, they say they are nuns and the rest. Like, these are individuals that should be in their 30s, 40s, 50s. I thought this is supposed to be a union, a school union, something. I be as soon as the ones who don't finish, they will still be there as part of the nuns, because somebody really need to explain this thing to me. I don't understand. Grown ass men, like we just be and say, we are NANS members, we are this one. So I really need an explanation to this whole association of the Nigerian students. That being said, look, whether they want to join the protest or not is their cup of tea. It is their cup of tea. I don't think Showore, as much as I may not be a fan of the Showore, I don't think Showore is, mounting pressure, on these individuals to say, oh, this group of people, you must come and join us in the protest. I don't think so. I don't think so. Even though I feel like this is a protest, if they want to do, yes, it should be peaceful, but it should not be something, that will come and make announcements, because at the end of the day, we know the kind of leaders we have. We give them time to prepare and do whatever it is they want to do. So for me, I feel like, okay, this is something that shouldn't even be announced in the first place. But then, since they don't announce them, which I know say it go dey peaceful normally, except when the government decide to trigger the people, one, or some unscrupulous entities will be paid, to go hijack the protest. That's when there will be problem, and which I feel is likely going to happen. It's likely going to happen, and then you hear, oh, we said it. That is why we say Mazi Nnamdi Kanu cannot be released. That is why we say this. That is why we say that. I will not be surprised to hear such thing. But it is unfortunate though. Say, okay, NANS never even sit down, analyze the issue of this Mazi Nnamdi Kanu thing, and then see where they can come in, lend their voice. They just come and say, oh, we are dissociating ourselves. Maybe it's another faction, because from the look of things, it's obvious that there are different factions to this whole NANS thing. This one will say a NANS leader, that one will say the NANS leader. So at this point in time, I am confused. But I think generally, the association of the Nigerian students have been much more of a failure, both to the Nigerian students and to Nigeria at large. Personally, from everything so far, it doesn't even have to do with the Mazi Nnamdi stuff. From everything so far, you go even see them go as far as joining to one defend Akpabio, protesting. That's how terrible it is. Very, very bad. They've been much more of a failure than anything positive to the students and to Nigeria. Thank you so much. Please do leave your opinion in the comment section. So I'm going to read out what the Obedient movement wrote to INEC. The Obedient movement has declared its full preparation for the forthcoming Anambra State governorship elections, vowing to defend the integrity of the electoral process and ensure that the will of the people prevails. Speaking during a press conference held on Friday at the George Mogalo campaign office, Udoka Estate, Awka, the national coordinator of the Obedient movement, Dr. Yunusa Tanko, said the group has completed the inauguration of polling unit commanders across all 5720 polling units in the state. According to Dr. Tanko, the structures of the movement are alive, active, and alert in all parts of the state, from Awka to Okuzu, Nnewi, and every community, ward, and village. Our commitment is simple: to protect the mandate of the people and ensure that the voice of Anambra citizens is not stolen or silenced. We have put in place robust mechanisms and digital technologies to checkmate any attempts to rig or manipulate the electoral process. The era when results were written in back rooms is over, he said. He stressed that the Obedient movement is not only participating but is prepared, coordinated, and resolute. According to him, the movement's young people, women, professionals, and volunteers have been mobilized and trained to monitor every phase of the electoral process, from accreditation to vote counting and result transmission. The author Tanko also reaffirmed the unity within the movement in Anambra, dispelling rumors of division or factionalism. There is no division, no confusion. We stand together under one vision, the vision of a new Nigeria that begins from our polling units, he stated. He urged the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, to remain impartial and professional throughout the election, warning that any compromise in the process would be resisted through lawful and democratic means. The national coordinator further appealed to security agencies to guarantee voter safety and ensure that citizens can exercise their franchise without intimidation or inducement. To every Anambra citizen, we say this: your vote is your power. Protect it, use it wisely. Stand firm for integrity, competence, and character, he said. Dr. Tanko concluded with a message of optimism, asserting that the movement's goal of a new Anambra is achievable. The world is watching, Nigeria is watching, the future is watching, and we the obedience are ready, he declared.
Since the one has read the house, but yet don't come working on. I make careful now. So now we find a book called Borodima. Yes. Only also, now we're in that case. I'm on what a good no. The guy you know, man, I late. All by the guy now, by the late. So because Sidike, if one go late. So no problem get new. One get even in here, my own go late, can probably get late. I mean, whatever late. If I don't believe I go for I'm not going for late. I remember where I'm in. So the guy they can but what if also all kunu kwadani ni vaine me and I politics and I call and politics that they put if I put I roll what I can put and politics in Nigeria now one no now one even the people open Ghana so president and me to speak I am the most qualified.
I would advise that they do the needful. Soludo is already dogged. We can see the Aguero nature in him. And he will do everything to be there second term. Whether they perform or no they perform, no concern Soludo. I've seen Nicholas Ukachuku and I can tell you that man no get joy. So he already understands the kind of person Soludo is. You think he's going to fold his hand? No. So as those people at the helm of affair in the obedient movements, as they are talking about this thing, I hope they understand. Because me, I see they talk my own, no. I know they hide my mouth. I hope they understand that INEC know they listen to talk. We've been talking and talking and talking. What has been done? So I believe there should be A to Z plan for this governorship election in Anambra State. So also Peter Obi contesting in 2027. There should be A to Z plan. Yes. If it's the hour for hour, they should do it. I'm not saying they should go and, be doing mago and be tompreting and doing this one, stealing ballot boxes and the rest. No. I'm just saying, if you have done the needful and you are sure you have really done your campaign well, Make sure say you get people wey be say they go there monitor this thing. Even if na the thugs you won't put there, not tell them say make dem snatch. But to make sure say fear no go allow INEC staff or even ad hoc staff that will be carried out employed by INEC to do anything. That way you are sure that what is counted is what they are recording. And then because we no go talk say they go do what is it called IRF this thing real time updates. I don't know. I'm not even expecting to see that. Then you will now know how you will do up until the point that this thing will be announced. There are certain changes we really need to see. I'm just saying this thing. All those people will be saying that them be the top there for the obedient movement. They need to be doing this thing, because if I did for that table, I go talk my own. No, I will say my own. I will say it. You see the way Alex Oti just say, oh, the APC, that if they think, anybody that thinks they are going to rig the election or write the result, that he heard they want to write the result, the person should first go and write their will. You think he doesn't know what he's talking about? You see and come there, so he knows exactly what he's going to do. He knows exactly what he's going to do to secure the vote of the people. Secure the people as well. Please. INEC is a body that doesn't listen. Not be today. Even when it's time for the next election, people will still come out and tell INEC, we are giving you warning, do this one, do this one. Please. As they talk from mouth, there should be action to match it. Just in case. Because you see, whether I'm Mupitana, I've been waiting beneath, I do not trust that there's going to be any free fair election conducted by INEC. So long as the president is the person appointing these persons, until I see otherwise. Till further notice, I don't believe so. Thank you so much for watching. Please do leave your opinion in the comment section. Kindly subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so. Click on the notification bell the moment you subscribe. That way you get to know as soon as I publish. Thank you for all the love. Thank you for the immense support. God bless you richly. Do enjoy the rest of your day and see you guys in my other videos.